Hey guys, how are you? We're going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks. All right. Thanks so much for coming. I really appreciate you taking the time to come check this out. I know it's a little bit late, but really what we're going to do today is just talk about what it means to be a Beachbody coach. You know, as coaches, we get a lot of questions from individual people, and everybody has a little bit different questions, but all in all, we get a lot of repeat questions about what it actually is that we do. So we've sort of compiled those into kind of an FAQ, if you want to look at it that way. So we can sort of put it all in one spot, hopefully answer as many of your questions as we can. And if there's any questions that you still have when we're done, of course, I'm here. Just, call me, message me, however you want to get in touch with me, I'm here to answer any questions that you might have. We're going to talk about what it is that we do as coaches, what our purpose is, why we even exist. We're going to talk about, the financial aspect, what it costs to sign up, how we make money, and then concerns about signing up. How much time does it take? I know that's a big one, right? It was for me at least. And what if I'm not a fitness model or a fitness expert? Will I be good at this? And what if I'm not a salesperson? We're going to cover all those and more. So I hope this answers all of your questions. And I really love this quote that I sort of stuck in here. Jim Rohn is a really awesome personal development guru. I highly recommend you Googling some of his YouTube videos. And one of his quotes is, "Success is something you attract by the person you become." And this is so big for me because coaching has changed me as a person, and is continuing to change me as a person for the better. And that's through personal development. You really grow as a person. And that's what I had no idea I was getting into when I signed up as a coach. And I thought, hey, this is P90X and insanity, but it is so much deeper than that in so many wonderful ways. And you really do improve as a person. And that brings you greater success. So that's why I love this quote so much. And I thought I would put it in here. Okay, so a little bit about me. My name is Dr. Carrie Holt. I am the founder and CEO of Team Empower Fitness. I am a doctor of physical therapy. I've been practicing now for about 14 years, I think. I'm married. I have two wonderful kids. My son, Judd, is 10, and my daughter, Ashley, is 8. And we have a giant Bernese Mountain Dog puppy named Bella. And my story with Beachbody goes back many years, probably to after my daughter was born. I've always loved to exercise, but after now having two kids under the age of 2, finding the time to exercise was really difficult. We did have a treadmill, and I did try to get on that, when the kids were sleeping, and, that's pretty much when I did it, when they were sleeping, but it just wasn't doing the trick after 2 kids. I was just weak everywhere. And although I love to run, and I still love to run, it just wasn't enough. And I knew I needed to start building some muscle mass and getting stronger if I wanted to get back to where I was before I had the kids. So a neighbor of mine told us about Insanity. He said, "It's really insane. You should try it." So I said, all right, well, I'll give it a shot, right? So my husband and I did that program. It's a 60-day program, and we did it start to finish. And wow, it changed my life. And I mean that on multi levels, that it changed my life. I remember after we sort of finished it, we looked at each other and we said, oh my God, this is it. Like, we're never going to have to do anything else. This is crazy. This program is better than anything you could ever get in a gym. Why do anything else? This is it, right? We can work out at home. We can do it in our basement while our kids are either asleep or playing behind us. We can do it together, or we can tag team, like he goes and I goes, depending on what the kids' schedule is. I mean, it just fit. The convenience, the time efficiency was perfect. And that's what we did for years. And I never had a clue about coaching. To me, Beachbody was just insanity. And then my husband got P90X, and that was it, right? It wasn't until a year and a half ago that I met Liz Templeton, who was a friend of mine from work, a fellow physical therapist. And at work one day, I don't remember how we got into the conversation, but she said, "I'm a Beachbody coach." And it just ding, ding, ding. I said, really, what is that? I remember hearing about that because there was a insanity video where there's a guy named Jimmy who is one of the worker outers on the video. There's a scene where a move where Shaun T walks up to him and says, "You're a Beachbody coach." And he says, "I'm a Beachbody coach. I lead by example." And I had seen that a million times, but never had a clue what it meant, and kind of piqued my interest a little, but I didn't really think about it too much. So when she said this, I said, wait a second, I've heard that before. What is that? And she told me, and it did pique my interest, but I was still really skeptical because I just didn't do that kind of thing. I went to school, got my degree, I got my job, and what is it worth it? Is it a scam? Is it legit? Do I even have time? Will I really make any money at this? I mean, but then I thought about it over the next couple of days and I said, you know what, why not? It's minimal risk, right? Let's just give it a shot, see what it's all about. Oh, I wish I had known about it sooner is all I can say. I love it. It's been a year and a half and my only regret is that I didn't do it sooner. So Liz, that girl I was just telling you about who told me about it, her name, Dr. Liz Templeton, she's also a doctor of physical therapy. She is founder and CEO of Team Infinity Fitness, who is my team, Team Empower Fitness, our mother team. I put her in here for one main reason. If you are hesitant to do this because of time, you don't think you'll have enough time. Everyone feels that way. I felt that way. Let this woman here be an example to you. She is a mother of a toddler, and now in this picture she is pregnant, but actually last week she just had her baby, a beautiful baby boy, Alexander, and she works full-time as a physical therapist, at least she did till last week, because her husband is in graduate school, so she's the sole breadwinner, and she's chasing around a 2-year-old, and she is running a killer Beachbody business. So now, in the past week and a half since she's had her baby, she is still killing it and able to work from home and make and grow her income, even on her maternity leave. I mean, we know maternity leave, we make peanuts, right? She is still banking and helping so many people while she's on maternity leave and inspiring people with her postpartum story, and how she's recovering and drinking her Shakeology to keep her energy up and get nutrients to her baby and all these wonderful things. So let her be an example. If you think you don't have time, you do. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's just a matter of finding it. So I love this girl. She's awesome. And if you join our team, you will get to know her well too. And this here is Tina. Tina is also one of Liz's coaches. So we are sort of counterparts. She's founder and CEO of Team Evolution. And I just put her up here because, again, she's a mom. She's a full-time occupational therapist, actually, and mom of 2 beautiful little girls, works full-time, and is still killing it in her business. If you think you don't have time, you do. Busy working moms. We have time. And this isn't, again, like 31 or selling a product where you just sell the product. Here, we're actually living this, right? So it takes time for us to actually exercise, and that takes time, but we're dedicated to it because we know it's good for us. So that's part of this, is living that healthy lifestyle, and she is a great example. Okay, so what actually is Beachbody? As coaches, we are sort of entrepreneurs, right? We are CEOs of our organization. Any business that you start, you're in complete control. Say any entrepreneurial endeavor, you are in complete control of what you get out of it. Same here. You are in complete control of what you get out of this. You get out of it what you put into it. But we're so lucky that we're supported by this huge corporate structure called Beachbody. So it's important to know that that's a sound and viable company. It was founded by 2 guys, Carl Deichler and John Cognan, in 1998, and they were infomercial guys. So they developed infomercials and sold products off of those. And, they moved out to LA to produce these, and they met a guy named Tony Horton, who I'm sure you all have heard of. And together they produced a fitness program and an infomercial for that fitness program and sold the program from the infomercial. It flew off the shelves. But what they found was that people were sort of self-initiating these message boards, and over time, they found that people who were on these message boards were having 10 times better results than the people who sort of were doing it solo. And that is where the philosophy of coaching came from. It's all about the accountability. What good is it to get a product at P90X and have it sit on the shelf, or to get Shakeology and never drink it? There's no point to it, right? So we are here to keep people accountable every single day so that they get the results that they were meant to get from these programs. And that's what we do as coaches. We not only connect people with these products, but then we see them through. And that is the most fun, because you really get to see people succeed and see how pumped up they get. And oh, it's just awesome. It's like a high, right? I love it. We are a multi-level marketing industry, but we do not look at ourselves that way. We are helping people. We are not selling products here. We are connecting people with solutions to problems that they have, to issues that they are having, and getting them results. We are absolutely 100% changing lives. I see it every day, and it's awesome. If you think that this is going anywhere, we have about 450,000 coaches, and that may seem like a lot, but do not worry. Don't think it's saturated. This is a billion-dollar company in a multi-billion-dollar industry. Obesity is a huge epidemic. We all know this, right? Coaching is not going anywhere. There are millions upon millions of people who need our help. We just have to connect them to our stuff. Okay, so what is a coach? We talked about the company. Now, what about us? What is our role in it? Basically, as a coach, we are believers in this stuff, right? Many coaches were challengers first, right? In our challenge groups, in our accountability groups that we run for the people who have purchased the products and who are going through the programs, we run support groups. And many of our coaches were what we call challengers first, right? They have sort of discovered for themselves how this has changed their life, and then they want to help other people get that same feeling, and then they become coaches. That's how many people become coaches, but many of them start also coaching when they start their program. They say, I'm not going to wait till I've already gone through it. I'm going to start coaching and sharing my journey from the beginning. I'm going to say, hey, I'm trying this. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Let's see. This is what I'm hoping to get out of it. Maybe I won't. But we love and we use the products. How can we ask people to use them if we're not using them ourselves? But we love to, because it's how we live, right? This is just how I have come to live my life, and it's awesome. And as coaches, we get to know the products probably a little bit more intimately than a regular challenger would, because we need to be able to speak on the products if customers or if prospects have questions. We need to know a little bit about them, but there's all that. You don't have to know it all up here. If somebody comes to you with a question, you can always find the answer. It's all there for you. You don't have to have it memorized or anything. It's all we have a whole resource center that you can go find any answer you need. But we do need to, again, have access to that information. Basically, we just share our journey, right? We use the stuff and we share it in hopes that other people will be inspired to change their lives and live with healthy habits. And we help others to, use the products to change their life. And then we also invite people to the coaching opportunity. Again, most people, the customers or anybody loves this product, and it really changes their life. And we love paying it forward to people, because this is all about making people feel good and live healthy lives. And, I'm a healthcare professional, so I sort of tend to look at it from a medical background, but it increases our longevity and helps us live longer and more productive lives. So that's what we do. We use the stuff. We love the stuff. We share the stuff. And we inspire others to do the same and invite them to coach with us so that they can sort of expand the ripple effect of health and wellness. Sorry about my screen blacking out. I don't know what's going on with my computer. I'm not sure if you can see that. But so what do we do every day as coaches? We sort of talked about what it's all about, but what does that actually mean practically? Well, I said we love and use the products. And that's what we do every day. We drink Shakeology, which is our superfood meal replacement shake. It's amazing stuff. I would never be without it. It's got over 70 superfoods, about 18 grams of protein, and it's probably the healthiest thing you can put in your body. It's our daily dose of dense nutrition, and it helps in weight loss. It curbs cravings, it helps digestion, improves energy, keeps you hydrated, and it's amazing. So we drink our Shakeology every day, and we press play on our program every single day. How can we ask others to do it if we're not doing it ourselves, right? And then again, much of this is done on social media. So we attract others on social media by the posts that we put, just again, sharing our journey. People will start to follow you, to want to sort of tune in and see what you're doing that day, because they sort of get curious and they want to see you succeed. So you share your story and you connect with these people, and you invite them to join your challenge groups, your accountability groups, again, which are the groups we run for people who are going through their fitness program, drinking Shakeology, so that they stay consistent, so they can reach their goals. And you'll invite them to join it, so that, say, hey, what is your health and fitness journey? Come join this group so that you don't get off track. I want to help you stay consistent so you can get your goal. And we also invite to the coaching opportunity, again, so that they can in turn inspire other people and spread the love around, right? The third thing we do is personal development. And this is something that was totally new to me. And I will say I blew it off at first, as most new coaches do. And now I'm kind of addicted to it. I can't help it. It is basically, what it means is just filling your brain with positivity and motivation. Positive thoughts, learning how to be more organized, get yourself motivated, knowing you can do anything you put your mind to. There are oodles and oodles of books out there that you can either read or listen to. I'm a big fan of Audible, because I listen to all my books in the car when I'm driving, because I drive from patient's house to patient's house, and I never listen to the radio anymore. I listen to books, and I listen to these books. Probably my favorite book is The Compound Effect, and any new coach that signs up with me gets a free audio version of this book. It's the first book I read as a coach, and it first got me hooked on personal development, but changed the entire way I think about life, the way I think about this business. It's amazing. It basically is little behaviors added up over time lead to big things. That's the premise of the book, but it's absolutely amazing. Another one is Miracle Morning. There's another one called GoPro, the 10X Rule. There's a million books out there. And that's something that if you join up, you'll absolutely love, and helps you. Again, like I mentioned, that first slide, success is something you attract by who you become. This is how you become it. The fourth thing we do is we recognize our challengers, and we recognize our coaches for a job well done. Way to go, great job. We recognize, their actions, and we recognize their wins. Any action, whether it produces a visible win or not, is applaudable, and it's important that everybody knows that. So we recognize them for that. Positive reinforcement encourages more of the same behavior. So recognition is a big part of what we do. Okay, so how much time does it take to do all that stuff? There's something that we talk about in Beachbody called the Power Hour. If you can find, I'm sorry about my computer screen. If you can find 1 hour during the day of focused, non-distractible time, that is what we call our power hour. Now, my life is crazy busy, and I know a lot of other coaches is as well. I can't find one solid chunk of time, like an hour, to focus, right? So I do mine in sort of power chunks, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. Sometimes if I can get up early enough, I can get my hour done, which is probably, I should do that every day, but my dog sometimes gets in the way of that. But this is sort of a typical day for me. If I get up at 7, if my dog still is not whining, then I will get my power hour in then from 6 to 7. Things I do are I check my Coach Online Office. That is basically our online site where we manage all of our business activity. Everyone has their own, and you can check all of your numbers, all your coaches, everything is on there, as well as all of our training. Then I will invite 5 new people to our challenge groups or to coaching opportunity. I'll post to any of the accountability groups that I'm currently running, or to any coaching groups that I'm running, and I'll plan my social media posts for the day. We try to strive for about 3 a day, and I know that might seem a little intimidating, but don't worry, you can ease into it. I was a total Facebook virgin when I started with this, but I've gotten comfortable. It was very uncomfortable for me at first, but I've gotten comfortable with it. And a lot of this business is going out of your comfort zone so you can grow. And now it's very routine. So I will plan sort of what I want my post for the day to be, and I'll make that first post because I think it's good to get that one in early. Then, I get the kids off to school, do the dog, and from 8:30 to 3:30 while the kids are at school, every day is different. So I'll get my workout in. I have to work, but my schedule varies day to day. And then once the kids get home, it's all them until they go to bed. And then after they go to bed, I do things like this. I do a call, or I respond to messages, work on a project that I'm doing with this, anything until I go to bed. I do sacrifice my TV time at night, but that's okay because I'd rather change my life than watch somebody else change theirs. So there's always TiVo, right? Okay, so how do we make money? This is the all important question, right? So the first way that we make money is through commission. So we get a 25% commission off of anything that somebody buys from us. But this diagram here is really cool because it shows how the commissions that you make can compound in income month over month without you doing any more work. So our goal as coaches is to help 3 to 5 people every month and connect them with a challenge pack. Now, a challenge pack is basically a fitness program and Shakeology together in one, right? You save money on each if you buy them together in a package, and we call that a challenge pack. Your goal is to hopefully connect 3 people with a challenge pack that fits their needs every month. So say, for instance, 21 Day Fix, it's $160. If you sold a challenge pack, you would get a $40 commission. Did that 3 times, that's $120, right? And you'll see here it says SC6, Success. SC stands for Success Club, and that is sort of within Beachbody Coaching is our benchmark for measuring our business growth. And a challenge pack awards you 2 Success Club points. So 3 challenge packs gives you 6 Success Club points. Go to month 2. If you connect 3 more people with challenge packs, you then get, again, $40 commission each, which leads to, $120. Then you also get the residual income from the auto renewal of the Shakeology from the challenge packs of month 1. So that leads to an additional $90 for month 2 from $30 from each of those Shakeology renewals. So that gives you $210 for month 2. Likewise for month 3, 3 additional challenge packs plus 6 residual Shakeology commissions, okay, which gives you an additional $90, $300 in month 3. So you're doing the same amount of work, but your income continues to grow with these commissions. Another way we make money is from something called team cycle bonusing. And this happens when you start to build a team of your own. The first rank you can achieve as a coach is called Emerald. And that basically means that you have found 2 business partners. So you have 2 coaches. And when you become an Emerald coach, you are eligible to receive team cycle bonuses. And what that means is, let me first say this by saying we are not a pyramid scheme. We do not make a dime off of a coach signing up. So if you were to sign up on my team, I don't make a dime from you signing up. But what happens is you then start to make residual income based on what your team produces. So what they sell and the volume that they produce, everyone gets bonuses based on the volume. So it's not the coach themselves, it's the volume they produce that then gives you team cycle bonuses. So you're eligible for that once you become Emerald. So again, earn retail sales and then residual income from your team's sales. Once you're Emerald, you also get company leads. Now you have to also hit Success Club and be Emerald at the same time in order to get the company leads. But Beachbody has sort of 2 divisions. It has Team Beachbody, which is the coaching network, and then it has Beachbody, which is sort of the infomercial side of things. If somebody buys something from the beachbody.com website or an infomercial, they don't have a coach, right? They just sort of came upon it on their own. But Beachbody wants everyone to have a coach. So Beachbody will assign them a coach on the Team Beachbody side of things so that they are hooked up with a coach. And they do that through assigning us free leads, right? So it's like free money, and you're eligible for that once you're Emerald and you hit Success Club. And there's also bonuses. So this is, we can go through this a little bit, but the compensation plan is its own webinar. So I won't get into that too much, but fast start bonuses, matching bonuses, star diamond bonus pools. I mean, if you come down here, the average 15-star bonus is $30,000 to $50,000 a quarter. So yes, you can actually make $200,000 a year just in this bonus. And that's in addition to your income, your team cycle bonus. It really, really adds up. This is legitimate stuff. Okay, so this is sort of a screenshot of actual paychecks here, and this is Liz's, I believe. So, and this is a little typo. This top left here should say 6/21/15, and the bottom right is correct, is 6/21/16. So this is basically a year gap between these. And what I want you to notice is how the team bonus has changed so much. So the retail commission, if you look at the top line there, it's changed by what, about $60, right? Go down to team bonus, 144 in 2015 and 918 in 2016. So look at that's almost $1,000 difference. And it all came from her team bonus, not from what she did, but from what her team did. So that just goes to show you that growing your team is really where the magic happens. And this is Laura's paycheck. Laura Costello is the founder of TNT Dynasty, which is our sort of grandmother team. Now, Laura has been doing this for about 3 years now. And if you look at these dates, this is in 2015. I know for sure now, and I hope she wouldn't mind me sharing this with you, but her total is well over 4,000 now. And let me mention that this is weekly. Okay, this isn't every 2 weeks. This is every week. You get paid as Beachbody Coach every week. So you can see here, the difference comes mainly from the team bonus. All right, so how will you know where to start? So if you're deciding that this might be for you, what do you do now, right? Starting is a lot of times, the fear of starting, let me say, is a lot of times what stops people from even starting, from going anywhere, right? The fear stops them in their tracks and they don't even start. I was almost one of them. I don't know what made me get over that hump to sign up, but I was almost one of them. Don't let the fear of starting stop you. There is so much training. We take you through it bit by bit by bit, so it's not overwhelming, but you build a very strong foundation in order to build a strong house of mansion above you, right? But you have to have the strong foundation. So we have a program called Coach Basics, which takes you through everything bit by bit. Everyone in the company goes through it, and it basically gives you the foundation and teaches you everything you need to know to build a successful business. We have a TNT Dynasty website. Laura, who I just mentioned on the previous slide, is the head of TNT Dynasty, and she created a website that has tons of training on it, and it's only for our team, so we have a password to get on it. We also have team pages on Facebook. I have a Team Empower Fitness page. Liz has Team Infinity Fitness page, and the TNT Dynasty has a page, and I will connect you with all three of those, and it's a place where our coaches together, our teammates, we come together and post any questions that we have. Hey, I have somebody who's asking me about this, but she has this concern. What do you think? Or where can I find this information? Or, training videos that we find helpful, YouTube videos that we find helpful, we'll share with each other. It's a very positive, non-judgmental environment to help each other grow. We have weekly team calls. TNT Dynasty has them on Wednesday nights. I have them on Thursday nights. Liz has them on Tuesday nights. You don't have to always get on them live, but we always do record them, and you can always watch the recording later. That's usually what I do. We have success partners, so you can pair up with somebody who's sort of at your level and keep each other accountable for reaching certain milestones in your business. It's a really wonderful thing to keep you moving forward so you don't stall or sort of plateau in your business. And we also, our team, and I didn't realize this when I first signed up, but we have top 10 elite coaches on our team, and that just gives us access to so much incredible training that we wouldn't have had otherwise. So we are really, really blessed on this team, and it's a really good team to be a part of. It's super fun. And we also, Beachbody has live events. A lot of this business is done online, and so it can be, I guess, I know I was a little concerned about working behind a computer because my job is, with people, although I don't feel that way anymore because I'm always dealing with people in this business. But you want to be able to get together with your team, right? So you can sort of share stories and get pumped up and feel the vibe and get training. So we have live events. We have every year a national event called Summit. Last year it was in Nashville. This next year it's going to be in New Orleans. That's usually held in July. And it's a big conference with tons of speakers and workshops and seminars and parties and workouts. And it's a super fun event. Then every quarter we have regional events, and these are called Super Saturdays. And again, it's a time where people from your region get together to, again, hear speakers, hear training, workouts, any special news are at these live events. And just to get excited and feel the energy in the room is amazing. And then we have incentive trips. So we talked about Success Club as being our benchmark. We have a Success Club trip. The top success point earners in the company get to go on a cruise or go to Cancun or wherever. It's somewhere different every year. So the trip is pretty awesome. So what's next, right? What do you do if you've decided that this might be for you? Just contact the coach who invited you here. It's either myself or Chris Sova. Just give one of us a holler and we can get you hooked up. We can get you enrolled. We have a new Coach Basics training starting on the 26th of this month of September, and it's the perfect time to sort of get your feet wet and get yourself started. So thank you guys so much for watching this, and I'll stop screen sharing now. So thank you guys so much. I hope this was helpful, and I hope it answers some of your questions. If you still have questions or want to talk, I absolutely would love to talk. You can message me or we could set up a time to chat by phone, but I hope this sort of gives you an overview of what being a Beachbody coach is all about. It has totally changed my life, the way I live my life. I love helping people, and financially it's been a blessing for myself and for my family. So I hope you decide to take the plunge. I'd love to have you on my team. Have a great day.